Blake Lively, Hollywood's most desperate wannabe producer and forever a C-list struggler, is in full meltdown mode. And dear, it ain't cute. Her once ride-or-die bestie, Taylor Swift, has officially cut the cord, and the breakup, explosive. Taylor, the queen of elegance, is done playing Blake's human shield. No more clout cover-ups, no more name-dropping safety net. Sis said, enough is enough. TMZ shook the internet like an earthquake with a messy expose, and just like that, Blake's VIP pass to Taylor's world declined. So what's next? She gotta go find another A-lister to mooch off. But hold up, it gets messier. Enter Colleen Hoover. Yes, that Colleen, the internet's favorite cringe generator, who picked the worst time to crawl back online. Her sad little attempt to romanticize this train wreck like it's some misunderstood novel? Girl, be so for real. And let's not forget Mr. Ryan Reynolds. Hollywood's go-to funny guy is looking really tired lately. That forced grin, that painfully obvious paparazzi setup, whew, he is holding on for dear life, trying to keep that wholesome dad act together. But honey, the cracks are showing. This whole circus is spiraling, and not even Blake's sky-high PR budget can clean up this mess. TMZ's latest bombshell? Pure desperation from the former Gossip Girl star. Girl, it's giving last call at the clout bar. With friends ghosting her, and the internet dragging her name like a bad lace front, Blake's downfall is just getting started. Buckle up, because this drama, it's about to get juicier than a peach in July. Looks like Taylor Swift finally caught a clue. And Blake? She's about to find out what happens when you treat a global superstar like a designer purse cute for the season, but easily replaced. Just last week, whispers of tension between Taylor and her forever thirsty C-list plus one were everywhere. But Blake's PR team, they were working overtime trying to scrub the mess like a stubborn wine stain. Everything's fine, they swore. Dear, no it ain't. Because in just 7 days, TMZ spun the block and aired it all out. And the fallout? Brutal. Their headline? Taylor Swift's bad blood with Blake Lively. I am not your dragon. Oop. You know Blake needed a deep conditioning treatment after that one. But let's be real. Not even her overpriced hair care line can fix this kind of damage. Taylor is done playing babysitter for Blake's mess. Word on the street? She is livid about being dragged into Blake's petty, behind-the-scenes feud with Justin Baldoni. And honestly, who can blame her? Taylor built a whole empire off real talent. She's not about to let some clout-chasing extra fumble her good name. Oh girl, the tea is piping hot and Taylor is not here for Blake's nonsense. So word on the street is, what really pushed Taylor over the edge was Blake's tragic little obsession with calling her one of her dragons. Like, girl, be so for real, who even says that? Blake is out here thinking she's Daenerys Targaryen. But let's be honest, she's giving more shampoo commercial extra who forgot her lines. The secondhand embarrassment is astronomical. And Taylor? Oh, she's done playing nice. And let's not even start on the absolute fumble of the century, Blake signing on for It Ends With Us without even reading the book. Phew, that explains a lot. Honestly, I'm starting to think sis never finished Game of Thrones either. Because if she had, she'd know Daenerys got betrayed, hated, and well, torched. And at this rate, Blake's already 2 out of 3 hated and spiraling. Somebody pass her a history book or a PR team because this ain't looking good. And now, we finally get Taylor's side of the drama straight from her camp to TMZ. And dear, it just made Blake's mess look so much worse. Apparently, Taylor pulled up to Blake's penthouse exactly when she was told to, thinking it was about to be a chill little link-up. But oh no, what she didn't expect. Walking straight into a high-stakes meeting with none other than Justin Baldoni. Girl, you know the vibes shifted instantly. Oh, you heard right, dear. Taylor was completely caught off guard. If you missed the mess, don't worry, I got you. This was that chaotic meeting Justin Baldoni later name-dropped in his lawsuit against Blake. Yup, the one that went down at Blake and Ryan Reynolds' bougie New York City penthouse, where they were supposedly workshopping a scene Blake had rewritten for It Ends With Us. But according to Justin, the whole thing turned into a setup, with both Ryan and Taylor popping up like surprise guests on a reality show. But plot twist, Taylor is flipping the script because guess what? She was actually the one ambushed. Whew! Turns out, Blake, the ultimate calculating social climber, ran a game on her own bestie. Taylor thought she was just stopping by for some casual girl talk, maybe a lil wine, a lil gossip. But instead, sis got thrown into the middle of a full-blown Hollywood standoff between Blake, Ryan, and Baldoni. That ain't a coincidence, girl. That's a setup. And now, the streets are divided. Some fans are all in on Taylor's side, saying Blake has been leeching off her clout for years. But others? Oh, they clock clock Taylor's track record of playing the victim whenever the drama gets too hot. Like, let's be real, she's been in this industry long enough to know when somebody's trying to use her name. So why does Taylor keep finding herself in these messy situations? Like, girl, at some point, you gotta stop acting shocked that Blake's been running games for years. Let's be real, this ain't Blake's first rodeo. And whew, girl, it gets even messier. Taylor's just now clocking all the wild things Blake has been saying behind the scenes. According to sources, Sis was out here telling a young actress that Taylor herself personally cast her for a role. Spoiler alert, that never happened. The delusion. If Taylor's really cutting ties for good, then honestly, good for her. Blake finessed her way into Taylor's world, got her to be godmother to her kids, and squeezed every last drop of clout out of that so-called friendship. But guess what? The jig is up, and hold on to your edges, because this saga is far from over. TMZ just dropped another bombshell, and girl, this legal drama is about to suck Taylor in even deeper. According to their latest report, Taylor Swift might actually get subpoenaed over this whole ridiculous mess. Yup, you heard that right. TMZ even put out a whole podcast on it, because of course they did. And in that interview, Justin Baldoni's big shot attorney, Brian Friedman, made one thing very clear. Anybody who was in that meeting, including Taylor, could be forced to testify. Dear, this just went from Hollywood tea to straight-up courtroom drama. All right, y'all. Let's all pour one out for the Taylor and Blake friendship, because it's officially over. It had its moment, but it's gone now. At least Blake's got her memories. Taylor? Sis packed up and took off like she was heading to a new city. And honestly, I'd pay to watch Blake's face when she saw that TMZ headline. You know she was in that big ol' Connecticut mansion, pacing around, sipping iced lattes like they were shots, and probably calling up Ryan Reynolds like, fix this, please. But look, we already know who started this whole mess, don't we? And just when you think the drama couldn't get any thicker, a bunch of sources came out with some wild new takes on what really went down. One of Blake's so-called insiders is out here saying everything's cool between them, that they're still chatting regularly. Yeah, right. Sounds like something Blake would say to save face. Meanwhile, another source spilled the tea that Taylor was pissed when she realized how deep Blake dragged her into this legal circus. And it was that whole embarrassing dragon thing that sent Taylor all the way off. I mean, seriously, calling someone your dragon in 2024? Come on now. So, word on the street is, Blake tried to apologize, there were some tears, and they allegedly hugged it out. Okay, let's be real. Blake's PR team is working overtime, trying to spin this mess, but we ain't buying it, not for a second. Meanwhile, there's a poll blowing up everywhere, asking if Blake really betrayed Taylor. And honey, 81% of people are straight up saying, yes. The other 19%? Well, that's me. And I'm over here thinking, seriously? Let's not act like Taylor Swift is some innocent little angel in this whole thing. We can't just ignore the whispers that she was allegedly the one who pushed Justin Baldoni to change that scene. I mean, let's call it what it is, not what we wish it was. A lot of people are actually shocked that it took Taylor this long to wake up and see Blake for who she really is. And speaking of people who are still in denial, guess who just came crawling back from social media purgatory like nothing ever happened? That's right, it's Colleen Hoover. A few weeks ago, she pulled a Houdini and vanished off Instagram. Had everyone thinking she was ready to hang up the keyboard for good. But plot twist, sis wasn't retiring. She was just playing a game. And now, she's back. But not in the spotlight. Oh no. She slid right into her private Facebook, where only her most dedicated stans can hang on to every single word she posts. Classic Colleen. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it. If you're feeling the vibe, hit that like button. And if you're new to the fam, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop the latest and greatest. Thanks for tuning in.